Assalamu alaikum. All of my gratitudes belong to Almighty Allah. Md.Khairul Bashar Rusel, Assistant Teacher English, Government CS Pilot Model High School, Kotua Bagarhat. Before you, I welcome you to Shortly CS Pilot Model Madhyamik Vidyalaya YouTube channel, a great educational channel of teaching learning, both in the general and professional students of secondary level of various type of subjects. Dear students, I am requesting you to regular here in this channel so that you may continue your studies in this session. I will discuss with you about learning various type of topics of learning English. It's a language. You know that a language is a sum of various type of sentences. Again, a sentence is formed by various type of words. So the word that will be sequentially arranged depending on individual sentences structure that will be a sentence. Dear students, again the various part of various sector of the sentence now also remarked depending on various point of view. You know, on a point of view, a sentence is divided into four parts. They are subject, auxiliary verb, verb and object. Dear students, you know also verb is the heart of the sentence. Without the verb, a sentence never be imagined, never be completed. So using verb means using appropriate or the correct form of the verb is the main motive to make a sentence correctly and appropriately. To make a verb correctly, to use a verb correctly or appropriately, we have to depend various type of grammatical topics. Their tenses, their voices, their also the person and number. Dear students, today I am going to discuss with you about this topic using right or appropriate form of verb. We'll try to discuss with you through various type of slide. Here in the first slides about your lesson. Here today's lesson is obviously right form of verb. My target class is here, class 9 and class 10. The subject is here, English second paper. And you will get the question number 4 about this topic, right form of verb. Although my target class is class 9 and class 10, I think all of the English learner will be benefited from this class. So I request you all to attend it here in this class. Now it is time for discussion. How we will use the right form of verb in a sentence. For this reason, we have to follow some necessary steps using right form of verb. Here is the first step we find. Choose an appropriate verb from the given box according to meaning. In a question paper, a list of verb will be given to you and a passage with various type of gap will be given to you also. You have to choose the right verb in right places depending on meaning. Dear students, here the second step, select the sentence type. That means which type of sentence you have for using right form of the verb. Depending on the sentence type, that means if the sentence is active, you have to use the active sentences form of the verb. Again, for passive sentence, you have to use the form of active sentences. Active sentence. Dear students, now here the third step, we find that various form of main verb along with auxiliary verb. To do these things, you have to learn about tenses. That means depending on tense, we will use the main verb and we also use the auxiliary verb along with it. Dear students, we will try to understand another class about this topic, and there is some step also using non-finite verb in a single clause sentence. Whenever you will find a sentence which is a simple or a single clause sentence, in that case you have to use the non-finite verb also. You may use the modal auxiliary verb where it necessary. Dear students, today I will try to discuss with you about how we will try the various appropriate verb from the given box in right place. Here we find that some words, that means some verbs have been given, and passage also shown here. This passage have some. In this passage we have found some gaps also. From the list of the verb, we will place the appropriate verb. Today we will try to understand how will we use the appropriate verb in appropriate place depending on meaning. And through the another process, we will try to understand how the appropriate form will be changed, will be used in appropriate place. Dear students, here the passage. I will try to read out this sentence. Passage. Here we find that 2 days ago, my uncle dashed me dash his house. Yesterday, while I dashed to his house, I dashed that the road dash. Then I dashed from my vehicles and I dashed for some steps. Dash that the road dash. I asked a man about the alternative way. He dashed me about. Dear students, after reading out this passage, we have to make a sense. By depending on this sense, we have to choose the appropriate verb from the list. From the sense, we come to know that 2 days ago, my uncle, obviously here we will select the word phone me. Now this time, visit his house. Again, yesterday while go to his house, I noticed that the road here blocked. Then get down from my vehicles. I go for some steps. I see that the road repaired. I asked the man about the alternative way. He showed me path. Dear students, for every gap, we have already selected for right word. The first activities is here. We have to choose the right word for right place. Now it is time for using the appropriate form of verb depending on various type of grammatical topic. That means you have to choose. You have to make the right form depending on tenses, depending on voice and number and person. The things will be taught through another classes. Today, here in this way, we will try to fill up the correct word in correct places by reading out the sense of the word passage, and we will select the correct word for correct places. Dear students, today's class is up to these things. After this class, Allah Hafiz.